kind of walk me through the mentality of going through free agency, being ready when you get that call, and then kind of going out and still making making a name for yourself. Like there's been times where I remember being in college at Murray State, and I got an Eagles game on. I remember you got activated to the 53-man roster, and you out there playing. And I don't know if it was the Jets or if it was the Eagles, but I remember it for sure. I'm like, man, like it feels so good when you got a guy that you know.
Yeah.
That's just in the league. So kind of, I guess I just wanted you to walk me through that mindset of being through free agency, and when you get that call, I got goals to check off. You know?
Yeah, man. It's just like you gotta stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready.
Right.
That's all it is.
Right.
And it ain't over until the fat lady sing.
Right.
So with free agency, man, it's you just gotta make sure when you touch that field and when you get that opportunity to touch the field, that the film you put out there ain't poo. You feel me? You got to make sure like you did everything you were supposed to do. I don't care if you was blocking, you was running down the field on kickoff, running down the field on gunner or whatever. Like make sure you out there doing what you need to do, because that's what's going to elevate you if you get cut and somebody looking like. But them coaches talk. Them coaches talk. It's like, all right.
Now clarify a little bit. Would this would be anybody that needs to put film out there, but practice squad?
Yeah, practice squad.
Yep.
So like anything like anytime you touch that field, just make sure you putting your best shit out there. But like with the free agency thing specifically, like coaches talk from different teams. They're like, yo, so and so, how's Craig James? Oh well, yeah, he's good. He works hard. He does this. He's very has very high IQ and all that.
And not to keep cutting you off, Craig, I want you to like enlighten the audience or just educate them. Like, what is practice squad? Like, as far as like being in the NFL and how it can still elevate your game of getting to your dreams and your goals of being to the 53-man.
So basically, practice squad right now, where they upped it to 13. At first, when I joined the league, it was only 10. So practice squad, you on the team, but you ain't on the team. You're on the team, but you ain't on the team. But like, you practice with the team. Some teams travel with you. I mean, you travel with the team or whatnot. But you do you do everything people on the 53 do. The people you see on Sunday night, you do everything they do. You just don't play. So, I mean, and it might be times when you're on the practice squad, you might run with the ones. You might run with the twos.
Yep.
Just make sure your shit on straight.
Right.
You feel me? Make sure you know your plays. Make sure you in that playbook. Make sure you know the checks.
Right.
All that. So, like I said, you just got to be on your P's and Q's.
Yep. And with talking about that, shoot, I might as well ask you because I know I asked Mark Will this. I mean, with you being on a 7-year vet and being on, multiple teams, kind of give me what has been some of your highlight moments of being in the NFL? I mean, I know you probably got a lot, but kind of, I definitely want you to kind of talk a little bit more about some of the things that you have done. I mean, you've been, scratching and clawing, but you definitely got some times where I definitely put on the camera. I'm like, Craig out here doing this thing,
My highlight moment, my first one for sure was when we played, I was with the Eagles, we played Green Bay.
Aaron Rodgers was over there.
A-Rod was slanging that thing.
Yep.
You feel me? Like, but
that might have been the one I was watching, the deflection.
Yeah.
Yep.
So my boy Sid got hurt.
Yep.
Then my boy Vontae went in at corner. He got hurt. But this the fourth quarter.
Yep.
This the fourth quarter. So it's just like, bro, like you supposed to. We ain't got nobody else. Coach really wasn't looking to put me in. I was just on special team. He really wasn't looking, but he had no choice.
Yep.
So I'm like, hey, Craig, go in. And then I'm gonna give you the truth too. I really wasn't supposed to make that play. I wasn't supposed to make that play, my boy.
Your guy did a slant, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did a slant.
They rubbed. We was practicing all week, bro. We was practicing on the rub route, bro. And I hated that rule and how he played it so much, but like we was practicing on the rub route, bro. But like, bro, right when he did the slant, bro,
yep,
I just reacted.
You reacted, yep.
I just reacted and broke it up. And hey, once again, bro, guys, I told you I wasn't supposed to make the play. That wasn't supposed to be me. That wasn't. We were supposed to switch. God's grace. And that elevated me. You feel me? So now
talk about that. I was about to say, how did that moment of just putting good shit on film when you wasn't supposed to go in, how did that elevate you on your resume? Because y'all, every NFL player got a resume.
Yeah.
And even if you on the practice squad and you still trying to get to the 53-man, doing shit like that, Like, talk a little bit more about why is that so important?
So now we jump back to free agency. So now, I did that. I have good, I have good film on special teams, but also doing with that play that elevates me. So now, like when I get cut, they see this.
Right.
That was a crunch time play that won the game.
Yep.
So now that's like, okay, his stock just went up a little bit more. Okay, let's see what else he can do.
Yep.
Let's pick this guy up. Let's see what else he can do. Let's see if he can be good for our team.
Yep.
So that's what, even with that, with the Eagles, bro, like I feel like, and I mean I had some other plays with the Eagles too, but like, that would got me with the Jets. Like, okay, let's see what this guy can do.
Yep.
You feel me?
Yep.
And then once again, you say another key moment, bro. Another key moment was
probably with the Jets, I think. Yeah. When you played the Eagles, I feel like.
Yeah, when I played the Eagles, man. When I played the Eagles last year, 2023, bro.
Yep.
All our corners were down.
Yep.
Craig got to step up. I'm in the film room. I'm in my book. I'm knowing what they about to run before they run it. So it's just like, bro, like I had to be on my P's and Q's, man. And then, like just out there being free and playing. But that was my first time really, like, not playing a full game because I played full game in preseason. But like,
I remember you talking about that.
Yeah,
playing a full game. I remember you talking
playing
about
a full game,
Yep.
but that brought so much more joy to me because like I ain't played really a full game like that, just like a straight defense in so long.
Yep.
And that's what people like yearn for. Like the people on special teams, like especially wide receivers, like they don't want to play no special teams.
Yep.
But they want to play offense, and people, corners and safeties, and they want to play defense.
Yep.
So when you get that opportunity, bro, it was just love. Like I just love being out there and making plays and playing with my boys and just everybody hyping each other up, bro.
And I'm glad that you talked about that. And as we kind of transition a little bit, and I'm appreciative again. I'm so appreciative of you being on the platform and also kind of talking us through like your transition phases of going through life obstacles and how has having God's grace been helpful in your life. So, being on the platform of perfecting progression. So the last thing we're going to talk about is redefining after sports. So again, I'm definitely sending prayers to you to say, if you get that call, I'm hoping to see you back on TV. Definitely want to see you back on TV making
when
plays.
I get that call.
When you get that call.
When
you get that call. And, and just thinking like that, I definitely want to. The reason why I started this platform is because, when we talk about perfecting progression, there is a transitional phase for all athletes, no matter what time, whether it's, young, younger in your career or 10 years after being in the NFL, whenever, but it's going to be a transition during the time where you're not holding on to your, I'm talking about football, but you're not holding on to your baby no more of like what you've grown up of loving so much. So it gives you a sense of, feeling lost in a sense. And now you trying to figure out who you truly are. What's your true purpose outside of the game of football? Who can you really be and flourish in? So I kind of want to talk a little bit about how that, the name of the podcast is Perfecting Progression, but how is that aligning with redefining after sports? So I want to ask you about some of your aspirations and some of the things that continue to give you purpose that you can see yourself doing, outside of the game of football.
Yeah, I mean, I think you hit it on the head, man. Like, for sure, athletes in themselves, but specifically because we play football, like, we go through two midlife crises. One when you're done with football, and the other when you turn, 40, whatever. But, like, that midlife, that crisis hits.